Welcome to PreMath. In this video, we have got this blue shaded triangle and this green shaded trapezoid fully confined in a quarter circle with a center O, as you can see in this given diagram, such that this blue shaded triangle is an isosceles triangle. And moreover, this blue triangle is a right triangle as well. And furthermore, the area of this blue triangle has been given to us as 25 centimeter square. And now our task is to calculate the area of this green shaded trapezoid. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And please keep in mind that this figure may not be 100% true to the scale. Let's go ahead and get started. And here's our very first step. Let's focus on this blue shaded triangle ACO. And we can see that this is an isosceles triangle since this side length is equal to this side length. I'm going to label this side length as lowercase y and this side length lowercase y as well. And now let's recall the area of a triangle formula. Area is always equal to a half times base times the height. And for this blue shaded triangle, this y is our height and this y is our base as well. And the area of this blue shaded triangle has been given to us as 25. So let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this formula. So we got 25 equals to a half times base is y and the height is y as well. So therefore, let's go ahead and simplify. So we got y square divided by 2 is equal to 25. I'm going to multiply both sides by 2 to isolate y square. And here we can see 2 and 2 is gone. So therefore, y square value turns out to be 50. So thus our y square value turns out to be 50. And here's our next step. Let's focus once again on this blue triangle ACO. And I'm going to label this AO is our radius lowercase r. And now we are going to solve for r. And now we are going to apply the Pythagorean theorem on this triangle. And here's our Pythagorean theorem. A square plus b square equal to c square. And in our case, lowercase r is our hypotenuse, whereas our two other legs are y and y. Let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this Pythagorean formula. So we got y square plus y square equal to lowercase r whole square. And now we can see our y square value is 50. So therefore, I'm going to substitute value 50 over here, as you can see in this next step. So therefore our r square value turns out to be 100. And now I'm going to undo this square by taking a square root on both sides. So therefore we can see our radius lowercase r turns out to be 10 centimeter. So thus our radius r turns out to be 10 centimeter. And in this next step, I have dropped this perpendicular CP on this side AO. And please bear in mind that these points D, C, and P are collinear. And now let's make an observation. We can see that this blue shaded triangle is an isosceles triangle since these two side lengths are same. And CP is the perpendicular. So therefore, we conclude that this segment AP is going to be equal to this segment OP. And since the radius is 10, so therefore this AP length is going to be half of that one, 5. And this side is going to be 5 centimeter as well. And now let's make another observation. We can see this blue triangle is an isosceles triangle. And this angle is our 90-degree angle. So therefore, this angle has got to be 45 degrees and this angle is going to be 45 degrees as well. And now we know that this angle is 90 degrees. So therefore, in this triangle OPC, this angle is going to be 45 degrees as well. So therefore, we conclude that this side OP is going to be equal to this side CP. Both have equal lengths. So therefore, if this side length is 5, then this CP length is going to be 5 as well. And furthermore, let's make an observation. We can see this OP length is 5. So therefore, this DE length is going to be 5 centimeter as well. And in this next step, I have dropped this perpendicular CF on this side OB. And now we can see that this side CP is going to be equal to this side FO. Since this side length is 5, so therefore this FO segment length is going to be 5 centimeter as well. And now let's assume that this segment CD length is X, then this EF segment length is going to be X as well. So therefore this whole side EO length is going to be X plus 5. So I can write X plus 5 over here. And in this next step, I am going to connect this center O and this point D, as you can see in this next step. And now let's focus on this right triangle DEO. And we can see that this DO is our radius R. And we know the radius of this quarter circle is 10. So therefore, this hypotenuse DO length is going to be 10 centimeter. And now we are going to apply the Pythagorean theorem on this triangle. And here's our Pythagorean theorem once again: a square plus b square equal to c square. And in our case, our hypotenuse is 10, whereas our two other legs are x plus 5 and 5. So let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this formula. So we got x plus 5 whole square plus 5 square is going to be equal to 10 square. And now let's recall this famous identity: a plus b whole square could be written as a square plus 2ab plus b square. We are going to apply this identity on this binomial on the left hand side. So therefore this is going to give us x square plus 10x plus 25, and plus 5 square is going to be 25 once again, equals to 10 square is 100. And in this next step, I have combined these two like terms, so I got 50 over here. And now we are going to subtract 100 from both sides. This is gone, so therefore we are ended up with x square plus 10x minus 50 is equal to 0. So thus we are ended up with this quadratic equation, and we are going to solve it for x by using the quadratic formula. And here's the quadratic formula that we will be using. And here in our case, our coefficient for x square is 1. The coefficient of x is 10, b equals to 10. And finally our c constant is negative 50. So let's go ahead and fill in the blanks in this quadratic formula. So x is equal to b is 10. So this is going to become negative 10 plus or minus the square root of 10 square minus 4 times a is 1, c is negative 50, all over 2 times our a value is 1. And in this next step, 10 square is 100, and negative 4 times negative 50 is going to give us positive 200. And in this next step, 200 plus 100 is going to give us 300 over here. And now let's focus on this radical square root of 300. This is, if we simplify, that is going to give us 10 times square root of 3, as you can see in this next step. And in this next step, we can see negative 10 divided by 2 is going to give us negative 5, and likewise 10 divided by 2 is going to be 5 as well. And now we are going to split these positive and negative signs. So therefore x could be written as negative 5 plus 5 times square root of 3, and the other value is going to be x equal to negative 5 minus 5 times square root of 3. And now we can see this is going to give us a negative value for x, and we know our x is side length. So therefore this is not feasible. So therefore we are going to reject this negative value of x, and we are going to accept this x value negative 5 plus 5 times square root of 3. So thus our x value turns out to be negative 5 plus 5 times square root of 3. And this value of x could also be written as the other way around. We can write it as 5 times square root of 3 minus 5. And here's our final step. Now we are going to calculate the area of this green shaded trapezoid. And now let's recall the area of a trapezoid formula. Area equals to height h times the sum of the bases a plus b all over 2. And in our case, our height h is 5 and our bases are x and x plus 5. So therefore the green trapezoid area is going to be 5 divided by 2 times x plus 5. And now if we combine the like terms, so that's going to give us 5 divided by 2 times 2x plus 5. And now we can see our this x value is 5 times square root of 3 minus 5. So I am going to substitute that value over here. As you can see in this next step, I have substituted this x value over here. And now we are going to distribute 2 over here, as you can see in this next step. And here if we combine these two terms, that is going to give us negative 5, as you can see in this next step. And now let's focus on this part inside this bracket, and we can see 5 is in common, so this could be written as 5 times 2 times square root of 3 minus 1, as you can see in this next step. And here in this next step I am going to multiply 5 times 5. So therefore this green trapezoid area is going to be 25 divided by 2 times 2 times square root of 3 minus 1 centimeter square. So thus after all the calculations and manipulations, the area of this green trapezoid turns out to be 25 times 2 times square root of 3 minus 1 all over 2 centimeter square. And that is going to be equal to 30.8 centimeter square as well. And that's our final answer. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more exciting videos. Bye.